Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with an epic monumental episode. This is my 30k sub special. So I am making this slightly ahead of time because I want to make sure that I pump it out exactly at 30k. And for this episode, guys, I've been talking about it in my Let's Play. I've been showing a few little bits of it here and there in some of my Q&As and stuff like that. And we're going to be doing a God Grinder. This God Grinder is a one-of-a-kind creation coming from several different points of testing and theories. And this is a good example. All this stuff happens on the floor when people are supposed to be helping me make a God Grinder. They get up to no good down here doing all kinds of things. And there you go. So first, I'm going to give a big shout out thanks to all of my subscribers. Let's make sure we keep the daylight here. And thanks to everybody. The man, 30k. I haven't. This is about 11 months. I haven't even been doing YouTube a year. I'm gonna hit that 30k mark really quick. Look how slow that is. So there you go. Good testing going on. But for this God Grinder, it involves at least 2 versions of test grinders in Creative Worlds. I am going to be building this in my survival world. But before I do that, I'm gonna make sure certain aspects of it work, certain aspects of it don't work, and switch it up. So this is version number 1. Version number 1 was off the cuff thing, and I was trying to think of what I want in it and what I don't want in it and what works and what doesn't work. So the first thing for me drew me to a desert, because originally I wanted to find a format that would give me ender pearls. I really wanted ender pearls, so I put it in the desert, and I was like, you know what, that's cool, let's do that, and then we'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So as per this first version 1 here, I wanted to separate the mobs, and I want a little bit of everything. However, the one challenge you're going to get is in a main sort of mob separator here is going to involve water. So if it involves water, guys, you can't get endermen. So ultimately an enderman will never come here. Even if you made the mob box up here the right size, it still wouldn't matter. I'm just going to bust this out and show you how I did this. So this is kind of like an alteration of my my old mob grinder, just a little longer, a little different. I wasn't too happy with the way this one worked out. I thought it was a lot more work and a lot more hullabaloo for nothing. So I kind of switched this out in version 2. We do have this spider separator right here. This is something that remains universal through all the builds and will ultimately stay the same too. As you can see, it separates them nice, keeps the other mobs here, and then these other mobs get separated when they go down here. So when these other mobs go down here, they're going to come to another separator. And this separator here, guys, you're going to realize villagers are going to get the zombies to go that way. The cats are going to get the creepers to go this way, and the skeletons are going to go straight. So no mob grinder separator is efficient, perfectly efficient. You'll realize, see, this guy didn't go straight. When you're here, the creepers spot you instead of the cats. So it won't be perfectly efficient either way. I still get about 90%. On the spiders here, I decided I wanted to kill them right away, and then I was like, you know, let's just kill them right away and get string. So it pumps out string like mad. Again, killing off certain ones that you don't want is better for your efficiency. And then up here, what I did was I made a separate type of thing because I really wanted to get ender pearls. So if you could see up here, I made this kind of area where endermen could spawn and get pushed off and fall to their death. Once they fall to their death, all of the ender pearls and stuff like that, again, you're going to see as well in this top here. I have outlined the sides of it with nether portals. That way we can have a gold farm going at the same time. Look at that. That's no good. And there you go. So this was the first version. So the problems with this version were, ultimately, guys, for all of the work that I put into the side here for these endermen, I really got to say it's lackluster rewarding. If you look in here, this is we've been working on this on and off for a long time, and I would say we literally probably only got about 12 ender pearls. Some of these were put in from the other side. 16, there's 20 on that side. 0 on this side is a perfect example. But again, you're going to score your nuggets, you're going to score all these other drops, but again, is it worth it when you break it down? Because we're going to have our mobs separated here. As you can see, there is a slight learning curve when it comes to separating the creepers. I'm going to go ahead and kill off, but the zombies are pretty straightforward separation, but the creepers will separate. But as you can see, there's about 2 or 3 creepers in there. Sometimes they don't make it the right way. But again, if I'm up there, the creepers will go straight into the skeletons when I'm up there. And I've been up there a lot, kind of spotting the different uses. However, you'll notice mostly zombies here. One skeleton in there, that's fine. And this one over here is going to have one skeleton as well instead of all the creepers. But they are separating, so that's really good. I will work on the efficiency of this at some point in time, but for the most part, it mostly separates them really well. The zombies are the easiest ones. As you can see, there's a skeleton going in the wrong spot right here. But so for version 2, as you're going to see when I go to version 2, I made a few changes. I learned a few lessons, and I said, hey, so let's go over. At some point in time, I wanted to put a passive mob farm separator in here as well. So as you can see, this is kind of the format that we built it on, and this is where they would all go. However, we are over a desert, so that provided 0 mobs. I did like the design of this area. However, I did adapt it for version 2. So for version 2, we're going to go in. Again, this is going to be a long video, guys. I'm showing you every step of the process along the way. So this was version 1. I liked it. I liked most of it. I felt that the sides here were kind of a waste. I would rather just take all of this. All of this right here is pretty much just for the addition of 20 ender pearls like a week. So I didn't think it was too worth it, actually. I decided to go against it on version 2. The mobs are separating, though. I do like the way that these are going. The spiders, everything separates out here. Whenever you're around it, they spot you, so it changes the way they act. Going over here, I think maybe on version 2 I learned a few lessons, and there you go. So I'm going to leave you this one. This was version 1. I learned a lesson or two. I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to join you over in the next creative world, in my cube world, where I made version 0.2 for testing purposes, which actually filtered out a lot of the different problems, and there's a few new ones, but at that point, we're going to jump over. Didn't I turn daylight off? I really feel like I just turned daylight off. I guess it's rainy now. Is that what it is? It's rainy? I don't understand. Oh, well. On that note, guys, let's jump over to version 2 in my cube world, where I put a few new methods into practice. And let's go. And here we are, guys. We're over here in my cube world where I do all of my tutorials, if you can see my peripheral vision there. And this is the home for version 2, where we take a lot of the lessons that we learned and get rid of it. This version here actually has better efficiency when it comes to having the right mobs in the right spots. We got our creepers so you can't spot them. And spiders. There is a problem with the way the spiders works here. Here I was trying to keep the spiders alive. It works negatively because this spider here, yes, is alive. However, when another spider comes down, you're going to see what happens. This spider comes down, and then they both kind of bump off of each other, go up, and then they're going to fall and die. Now when that spider falls, it dies. So I think on this one here, learning on this one here, I think for this grinder, what I'm going to mainly focus on is actually getting rid of the mobs you don't want. So for an XP area, the one thing that I will say is that all of these mobs give you the same amount of XP. Creepers, skeletons, spiders, zombies, all of them. So ultimately, the faster these mobs get dead is the faster you're going to get XP. So I'm going to return for the final build. I'm actually going to return to killing the spiders immediately. That's going to be the first thing I do. Kill the spiders immediately. They're going to give us string and they're going to get gone, opening up another spot for mobs. Right there is the first zombie pigman. Again, a different form on this one. I have a flying chicken. So that means that the mobs, the friendly mobs platform is working over there. That's good. Again, the final idea of this is going to have everything. I'm going to do it in my survival world, but as you can see, these spiders would be better off if we just killed them right away. As you can see, I kind of tightened up the falling of the creeper, zombies, and skeletons pretty easily with these little platforms where they're going to take their damage. They're going to hit the water, and they're going to hit the spawners down here. Pretty good. Again, better efficiency on this one, I gotta say, just with a few blocks placement. Once we get rid of those spiders, we're gonna be good to go. I'm gonna go up here and show you a little bit of the difference between this one and the other one. So this one doesn't get you ender pearls, but honestly, for the amount of ender pearls you get, it's a pretty big waste. And what I did here was just mount I just mounted the nether portals on the corners. Again, I think I might do this slightly differently. It's a little bit more work getting it out on the corner here. Again, for my survival world, I'm thinking what I might do is just line the sides with nether portals. Again, we're going to go as we basically learn everything from these two builds. What I did, though, as you can see, is I went to my original mob grinder design and I built 3 of them. I just used the colored clay here to show you the difference. So it's 3 of my original mob grinders just kind of built all next to each other. I have noticed a little bit of increased efficiency. I did put an extra villager over here. However, these skeletons still get stuck. Again, whenever you come up here, they're going to spot you. See how this creeper's looking at me right now? And this skeleton, whenever they start spotting you, they get a little bit jammed up. But as you can see, everything seems to be working and separating. I use these instead of half slabs, and I kind of like it, kind of don't like it, I'm not sure. For the final version, the one thing I will say is when you start making this, if you want the creepers to run away from the cats, like Tim Jr., there you go, you have to give the creepers somewhere to run away to. If you were to just make this little hole in the ground with 1 block here, the creepers aren't going to go. They need to have like an actual area. They need to be like, oh, cats are there, I need to go over here. So that took me a little bit of testing to find out. I just thought they would go in the hole automatically, but they do not. But there you go. It's going to get jammed up whenever you hang out there. Let's just go, and maybe on the final version I might do 2 of these areas, and then I might separate out the creepers and the skeletons twice. I'm not sure. I'm learning a lot about efficiency when it comes here. As you can see as well, I put this box right up here because they're going to take their fall damage elsewhere, so there's no need to drop it down. I'm trying to save on space, and I'll say from this lesson here, from this I learned that the whole setup for the gold farm was a little bit too elaborate, more elaborate than it has to be. That's why I'm going to switch it up. I think putting it on the corners, I thought it was cool, but I think if we were to just gut this whole thing and put it right on the sides of it, that would be better. However, the one challenge that remains is our friendly mob farm and separator. I will be separating them partially, but you see there's a sheep, that's good. There was a chicken, it fell off. So this is just good to show that they will spawn. So now all I got to do is find a way to blend this in to the new build, and then what will happen is the water will go down. I'm thinking that I could actually mix these animals. So ultimately what you're going to have is chickens in one, you're going to have sheep and cows in one, and pigs in one. So the sheep and cows will mix. Ultimately there is going to be pretty much an execution. So when we get to our platform in the main one here, this platform is going to be like a room, and the room is going to provide you with what you need. So ultimately on this room there's going to be a chest, and it's going to have string. We're going to kill off the spiders. You're just going to have a chest that's going to have infinite string in it. As well as that, I think what we're going to do as well is, never going to be perfect. It's never going to have a perfect separation. There's always going to be a couple mixed in. Again, I'm going to work on that on the main version. I'm going to actually try to separate the skeletons and the creepers twice over. However, I am super pondering just automatically killing everything except for the zombies. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'll do it when I get there, but at the end of the day, the creepers could explode. So if we just kill these creepers before they even get here, you're just going to have a chest with gunpowder. That's pretty easy. And the skeletons here, again, they can shoot arrows at you. So if you really wanted to, you could kill them automatically and just have a chest with bones and arrows. That would be very easy. And then you would just only have one. You would just have the zombies, which are the easiest mobs to kill. And as far as XP, they're going to give you as much XP as anything else. But I think we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And there you go. But this is going to show you the version 2.0 of the 30k or the God Grinder. Again, lots of lessons learned. Again, the final version is going to be much more compact. I think this whole center area here could be removed if we kill the spiders right away. And this area here, we're going to compact it. So and the one thing that I did was I tested this out big time. And my main goal was, I knew that I was going to get, oh, Skippy, I don't have this obsidian. I don't have that. How do you make that? That's impossible. And you know what? It's just for those people right now, save the comments, man. this is hardcore Minecraft at its finest. This is what people do that are advanced. So this is an advanced tutorial. I always welcome everybody to my channel, advanced or intermediate or beginner players. But this tutorial right here is for those people that have every other grinder. I already have every grinder and mob farm that exists, and I'm moving forward to a more advanced build. So again, this is the second version of lessons learned. If you need obsidian, guys, I know I'm about to tell you that you need 500 or 1,000. I have 9 different obsidian generators. You can make everything here. This is not very difficult, all obtainable. Do you want to sit at an obsidian generator for a day with your friends? Maybe, maybe not. If you want this grinder, you're gonna have to. So keep in mind, guys, that I did take everything into account when it comes to resources and efficiency. So now that we've done this, let's go to my survival world and build the final version. Again, it will look something like the other one and this one put together. I'm not sure what I'm going to build it out of. I know I picked the area and I got that ready. So on that note, guys, get your building shoes on, because this is going to be a good one. I'm going to try to keep the whole video under an hour if possible. But for 30K, I don't mind. Again, shout outs to all my subs for letting me hit 30K in 11 months. I think that's pretty epic. I can't really see any better growth than that. And there we go, guys. Take a picture, look at it, because that's the last time you're going to see it. The next one you're going to see. Let's go visit my survival world. Okay, so here we are in my survival world. I have a few of the things that I'm going to need. And we are at my first grinder. So this is going to be where I explain some mob features or some mob spawning rules to you. Basically, this is my first mob grinder, the original one, 2K special, tons of views, 60,000 views, everybody loves it, and this is going to be kind of the basis for the center part. So, mob spawning rules, I'm not going to pick up any of this stuff because I have all of it in abundance. I don't even need it. So, and I have like 3 mob grinders. So, this is how this works. Mobs will spawn within 120 blocks of view. So as you can see from here, I have 120 blocks out that way to my other AFK mob box. So that way, if I'm standing there, we are going to be safe and these mobs won't be here. Therefore, they have to spawn in the box. So as you can see, I'm going to grab a railroad cart. I already kind of set up shop. Let's grab a cart. I already set up shop in the area, because basically, guys, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you are 120 blocks away from somewhere that mobs can spawn, and they can spawn in this box, of course. So this one here, as you can tell, I went 120 blocks this way. Gonna be separating them out. After I did that, I realized I wanted to make sure that I was 120 blocks away from the ground, and after doing that, I realized, oh, that would have been fun. So after doing that, I realized that this is 128 blocks, which is something a little more comfy for me, because you don't want mobs spawning on the ground when you're standing here. So actually what we've done here is this is going to be the platform that we're going to be hanging out on. If you stand on that platform right there, you are 120 blocks away from anywhere a mob can spawn. I went and saved everybody the effort, and I just went and brought a villager now. I did it in my Let's Play because we had to get a villager over here. I don't know what happened, but whatever I did, I ended up making that third mob box, that third iron golem farm work. It didn't work before, and I took a villager away and it started producing iron golems. I'm not sure how the heck that works, but that's fine. So I made sure that this is 128 blocks from the ground. I like 128, that way you're not pushing it, because there is a little bit of hills down there, right? You know, up on that hill there, you want nowhere for a mob to spawn. So this brick platform right here, guys, is the new platform that we're gonna lay on. This is all gonna be deleted. I was gonna put an elevator up here. I've changed my mind since. I'm gonna put a water elevator. So let's grab some cobble, and you know what? The other thing I'm gonna say to you guys is, I am going to be using iron for a lot of this build. I don't care, man. Honestly, I have double chests and double chests and double chests and double chests. This iron golem farm has put out so much iron that I'm never going to want for iron ever again. So I might as well use some of it. We're going to use it, and we're going to make a lot of this out of iron. So let's grab some. I'm just going to grab iron for now. I need to save that cobble because we're going to do step 1. We got our villager here. We're going to need that later on. So the one thing is, for this farm, you're going to need a villager there. So go ahead and start that process. I took a half-hour episode of my Let's Play to do it. So that said, this is our new platform. Right here, we are completely safe from mobs spawning anywhere else. These railroad tracks are perfectly lit up, so no mobs can spawn there. We are not in danger of a mob spawning anywhere. We are 100% safe. So keep in mind, guys, 120 blocks. In my first grinder, I told everybody make it at the roof of the map because I figured that's the easiest way to explain to people that you have to be far away. And it is the best thought process for it if you just make it at the roof of the map. So right now, we are as low as we can go. This is the ideal spot. So the other thing is we're going to want to make this mob box at the roof of the map. So what I'm going to do is start carrying myself up there right now. Let's grab some more iron here. So the other thing is, as you can see, we got a distance there. So if this is 120 blocks away and I were to make this the front left corner and I would build this 25 blocks that way, we are no longer. So basically what's going to happen is from this build right here, again, this platform will move. I'm going to make this the front corner of it. So I'm going to be building that way and that way. Again, far away from anywhere where a mob can spawn. So I'm going to use these iron blocks right now to go to the roof of the map. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this kind of in a backwards fashion to show you how to do it. So basically, we shouldn't have to go too far to the roof of the map. Go up. Once we hit the roof of the map, we're going to build down. And I'm going to just show you kind of the way that the process starts. So if you've watched my first mob grinder video, which you probably have since 60,000 people have watched it, and I don't even have that many subs. So here we are, front corner. So we went up one over. This right here is going to be the corner. So what we're going to do here is the very top of your grinder is going to be a half slab on the bottom half of that block. Bang. Cool. Okay, so get this down. And then what we're going to do is build probably 3 levels. I'm thinking 3. Don't forget, you need to build your box and you need to have a 22 block fall between the roof and where you're going to stand. So 22 blocks away from there, we're going to need it somewhere. So as we've done this right here is the front right corner. So I've brought a few different blocks to show you how we're going to do this. Cobble and iron are going to be the keys to success on this one. So our half slabs are quartz. So basically the roof of this is going to be the roof layer right there. Then we're going to have 2 blocks, 2 empty blocks, and then we're going to have a floor. And again, what you're going to see from this is, again, I'm trying to do this extra slow, this tutorial, because it's going to be pretty large. So as you can see, we got a space of 2. We're going to have a floor, and then we're going to need to double that floor. So make the floor double, bang. So this is the floor. Then we're going to want a space of 2, and then we're going to want a floor. So space of 2, floor, and then that floor is going to be double. And I think we're going to do that for 3. I like the version of 3. It works good. Double, space of 2, and go down. So as you can see, the floor is too big, so we have 1. Oh man, I messed up. I'm gonna put this one there. Space of 2. Perfect. You got to make sure the floor is 2 because you need your waterways. So roof 2. Let's go back up and make sure. Definitely double check everything that you do. So as you can see, roof, space of 2, double floor, space of 2, double floor, space of 2, double floor, coming right up, and there's our 3. We're going to have 3 layers on the mob grinder. We have made this very, very straightforward. I'm going to now jump up and we're going to start the layer. We're going to work with the first layer of the floor. And the first layer of the floor, we're going to use this as our up point. So the first layer of the floor is there. And this is going to be the floor. Again, I don't mind using iron because I have a huge iron golem farm. I'm going to leave this one down so we know how the heck we got up here. And this is going to be a layer of 2. So again, I'm going to leave this hole right here so we know how the heck we got up here. And there you go. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to build the floor, the 3 of them, and I'm going to come back and show you exactly the measurements, exactly how you do it. I'm almost certain it's 8. 8, 8 plus 2 is 16, 18, 20. This is going to be a 20 by 20 square starting from this corner. I'm going to go get that done, and then I'll hit you up back and give you a little show-see, and we'll take the next step. Okay, guys, so we have completed that step. I'm going to tell you that I died a few times definitely doing this. It's really tricky when you're making something that's made for mobs to spawn. That's like the point of this. So several creeper incidents. I'm lucky I'm using iron, guys. You don't have to use iron. You can use cobblestone. I just have this huge iron golem farm that keeps producing, so I'm just going to go from the top down and show you exactly the steps, just so there's no confusion. So on this top here, top layer, right now you'll notice we can't build right here, right? This is the very top layer of the map. So I'm going to put my solid blocks here, and we're going to half slab it. So right now we know no mobs are going to spawn here. It's physically impossible. And then we're going to go down. So let's go over here. Ho, 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 ho. So as I'm going down, you're going to see, I'm going to go over the layers with you. Top layer of the map, half slabs, full block, 2 block space, then there's 2 blocks. 2 block space, 2 blocks. See that? That's where our mobs are going to spawn. I've thrown these glowstones in here just to help us out a little bit because mobs were spawning like mad. Again, we're going to do that here as well. 2 block space. I've already started the next step to show you, but on the bottom one, guys, it's up to you. I do it a little bit in an advanced way. I only put 1 layer here. And then as you can see, let's see if I can go down here. As you can see, I've been advanced enough to just kind of duck down. I just drop a source of water and then I fall down and I place the rim of the square there. And then I just put a bottom just because I like the way it looks. But if you want, you just put 2 blocks and then hollow out the ones for the water. So that said, this is just like my regular grinder, except with 3 layers. What you're going to do is put blocks of water here, source blocks. They're all going to lead to the middle. Very easy. Let's go up here and let's do the other ones. I use ice when I'm doing this. I feel like ice is the better choice for me just because I could carry it easier. Let's get down here. You know what? Let's go right up to the top. This is the very top, so let's and there we go. I still got 10 pieces of ice, and that's enough. So for me, I'm just gonna put the ice here, break it, and that's how I'm doing this. That's, like I said, that's the easiest way if you're looking to be able to carry 64 buckets of water, basically, and it works really good for most of my purposes. All you need to do is silk touch the ice, and then you can do this too. You are also going to need a silk touch pickaxe for another aspect of this farm. And there you go. Look, top layer done. Let's go back over here. Let's finish this off. Again, you got to be very careful while you're doing this. It is tricky. It is a very advanced build, I must say. Even especially once we finish this stuff up and we start going in the underside, there's going to be a lot of scaffolding. I'd say off camera, I've been working on this a lot, but mostly off camera, what I'm ending up doing is building scaffolding. And I would say before I made this episode, I probably spent an hour just deleting all the scaffolding I made because for a tutorial, guys, you guys get, not necessarily everybody, but a lot of people, when they see all the different scaffolding, they're going to get confused and not know what it's for. So I'm trying to keep the scaffolding to a minimum. That's why I made this little ladder system on the side. But again, look, we got our water straight to the point. This chest is just there to hold stuff for me. That's always good to do. Let's do this. Get down. Pick up our iron. And there you go. So now we have source blocks all the way. As you can see, I showed you guys exactly what this setup is. One block on the top with a half slab, 2 spaces, 2 blocks, 2 spaces, 2 blocks, 2 spaces. And then however you want to do this, if you really want, it might be easier for you to just do 2 layers and then hollow it out. Again, these are going to be 20 by 20. These lengths of water are 8. You got 2 in the middle, so that's 18, plus 1 on each end is 20. So 20 by 20 squares, easy peasy, works really good. So we're going to go on to the next step. We are at night, so I'm just going to try to light it up a little bit for you guys. I just had to get this done. So now we're going to start putting in some nether portals. Again, I have tons of obsidian generator tutorials for you. So start generating, boys and girls. That's how this one works. So pretty much what we're going to do here is we want to make nether portals. You're going to start from the corner, and you're going to delete this block right here. This is going to be unnecessary. Perfect. In essence, yeah, you kind of have to delete those blocks because a pigman could come on the outside. So let's do this. These are, again, the walls, so it doesn't really matter as much. And then again, you could fill these in after, but what we're going to do is just make a quick scaffolding on the outside to do this. Okay, so I'm going to put this guy here. Let's grab some more scaffolding. I'm just going to bring it out here. So, like I said, nothing worth having comes without a fight, and I'll tell you right now, this is an advanced build, so start getting ready. Grab some obsidian. Obsidian. I'm just going to place these right here, just because I'm trying to save the obsidian, because it is expensive, this build. I would say we're looking at 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 30, 60, minus 10. Yeah, you're looking at about 50 each times each layer up. So 50, yeah, we're looking at 1,500 obsidian. Lots of obsidian anyway. So notice how I messed up right here. This was an error. Now I'm going to have to sit here and break this obsidian in front of everybody. Perfect. This obsidian goes right here, right here, right here. So put this right there, right there, right there. And then you could as well simply put this ding ding, and you got your nether portals. They're already ready to go. Oh man, horrible. You know what we did wrong? We're gonna have to get rid of this. We have to go one up and in. And there we go. So start getting rid of this. You're gonna get rid of the top block on it. Here we go with the deadly behavior. Get rid of that. Throw some obsidian in there. So every layer that you do this, you're gonna go one into the top, and that's okay, because on the top right here, it's gonna be perfect. You know what? We might have a problem fitting that. We're gonna do a whole corner anyway. Put this right here. This right here. Perfect. Perfect. Put that one there, that one there, that one there. Okay, so we got 3 nether portals. So let's go up and around here. I hope I have enough cobble. Yeah, I do. Okay. And then let's keep this scaffolding going around. This is pretty much how you're going to have to do the entire thing. So this one here on the corner, as you see, is going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to be a corner one. So the corner one here, we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to do 3 over here as well, just like on this side. I'm not going to light them just yet. It would be a very bad decision to light them right this moment, just because you're going to end up going in them by accident, and that can turn into a big time waster. Perfect. And there's our first one on that side. So as you can see now, we have a way to go up. We got 1, 2, 3. Let's go around. And again, there's going to be another one right here. Let's go over here and delete it. I'm just going to go around my ladder. My ladder is going to stay here for the duration. But as you can see, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right there. Again, I'm going to use cobble for this. And do this, this, and this. And then we're also going to repeat this one more time over here with this block here, this block here, this block here. And we're going to probably skip the top layer. I'm almost certain about it. I know that we don't have enough space to do it. Actually, you know, we might. Let's put this guy right here. Oh, here's the first jump of death right here. I can see it coming. But don't let it get you down, guys. This is, like I said, I've already died 4 times, at least 4 times. Usually the deaths come when I'm attempting in some poor manner to go and pick up supplies and then come back, because the mobs aren't going to spawn within 32 blocks of you. And when you come back, though, they're going to be there. So get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy. That's going to be our ladder. So let's just get rid of these right now. Perfect. Go back to crouching and clean it up. And then we're going to go back here. Again, guys, it's going to be a long tutorial, so get ready. It's going to be fun. But I'm super stoked, man. I got grinders galore. And it's going to be good. Make some space. The one thing you can do here is all of these nether portals are going to need to have trapdoors. So it might be easier just while you build it to put them there. That one went on the wrong side. Okay. Let's get rid of these first. How come they won't open and close? I think that's hilarious. Is my game glitched out right now? I don't understand. That's pretty wacky, eh? That it doesn't, I think that's weird. What the heck is going on? This is pretty weird. Well, I'm not sure what to tell you on that one, actually. Those trapdoors should just open and close. There we go. I guess you gotta have nothing in your hand. That's weird. I've never had that happen to me before. So put the trapdoors on both sides of the nether portals. One through each gap here, and I'll go around from the other side and do it. Let's get out of here safely, and let's work on a few other levels here, and then I'll fast track it. So I'm gonna get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. So there you go. As it's looking good, we got our nether portals on here. We're gonna trapdoor it up. As long as, see, now it works. Look at that. That's crazy. It just decided to work all of a sudden. Epic. And we're going to need one on the other side here. Again, I'm just going to open this for me to go through. Just so I don't die. I'm trying to make this without dying every 15 seconds. It's weird. Some of them need me to have nothing in my hand to close, and some of them don't. That's pretty wacky. Put these guys here. Let's just get out of here. Maybe it's because I'm crouching. That's why. And we're going to leave these ones for now because this is our up and down point. So we'll do this. Oh, I think crouching has something to do with it, eh? Perfect. So our first layer is done. On top of that, again, fill these in. Shows you that the layer is done again. We're leaving this. This is our hole. So, and as you do that, you're going to see that we're left with one other thing here. And we have these spaces right here. So on that note, what we're going to do is, now this is another tricky part. You know what? Actually, let's go up here. I think, let's go up. So then what you're going to do, guys, is repeat that step. You're going to repeat that step up here as well. And then I'm just going to show you with one single line up how many you do. And then again, guys, you're just going to duplicate this behavior in the corners of every side. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let's keep going up. Then what we're going to want to do is... And then it looks like we're not going to have room for a top one. We are... but what's going to happen is if this one goes up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the top block of the map is going to be obsidian, what you'll actually have is the ability for spiders to spawn there. Spiders will be able to spawn up there, and it'll make it. So we're just going to go too high. Honestly, this is a ton of nether portals already. So go ahead and make these nether portals. You see the process that we're going through here. Let's grab some more obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So we're just going to make it on the 2 bottom rows, as you can see where we started and where we went to. It's very straightforward. There. You see the drill. You see how it goes. Obsidian will technically go right here. Again, I'm going to leave it right now because my chest is there. And then we're going to do it. Pudding. Don't forget always to put trapdoors on both sides, and we're going to do it. So ultimately, you'll see it starts 1 away from the corner. Obsidian, obsidian. There's going to be 6 per level times 6 per level times 2 levels. That's 12, 24, 48. 48 nether portals. This is only going to be, we're going to be killing the zombie pigmen and collecting the gold anyway. The next step to this, guys, is going to be pretty specific. Let's go back down. And then what we're going to do, guys, is get our dirt. Oh, man, it's in my chest up there. And then keep going up. So we need the dirt. Got the dirt. So you're going to need dirt. The other thing you guys are going to need for this is glowstone and grass blocks. Grass blocks, guys, in survival mode are a little more difficult to get. What you're going to have to do is use a silk touch pickaxe like I have right here and go get grass, because honestly, guys, grass will not grow if you were to just put dirt blocks here, the grass won't grow on it. You need to have at least one grass block. The more the better. But in order to have grass in the sky like this, you're going to have to silk touch some grass blocks. So what I'm going to do from here is we're going to start a small path on the side. This is going to be our passive mob farm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. So 7 blocks out from this thing right here. And if you can't tell already, we're going to want to go 3 from the side. So it's going to be a 7 by 7 square. So make the outside first. Seven by 7. We're going to go in 3 blocks, third block away from water source, and here. Don't be worried if you don't get on everything right now, guys. It's not that. Once we get back, I'm going to go over every single aspect of this and show you exactly. So the other thing that you're going to want to do is all the way around the rim of this, you're going to want to make sure that you put trapdoors like this. And then the other thing is, guys, you're going to want to light this up because, again, we don't want mobs spawning here. So my rule of thumb is going to be one of these in right here. Right here, right here, right here, and as you're gonna see, I'm gonna throw a few grass blocks in right now. Right there. I'll leave those there for now, and then I'll go back to dirt because the dirt will now get the grass. So I'm gonna leave this right here. Again, your pattern is up to you, but honestly, it's imperative that this glowstone is here. It will keep mobs from spawning here, which is going to be a very bad thing. And I think we're going to put one right there and one right here. You could fiddle with that number however you want to do it. On the one above this, I'll probably fiddle with it and make it a little bit different. Let's see what we did over here. Depending. If I see mobs are spawning, I don't think mobs are going to spawn with this amount of light because don't forget, guys, this same light is going to be on the level above. Right when you're done this, guys, you're going to go up here and you're going to make another level of grass just like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we made it too big, I think. 6, 6. So we got to take one off the edge here. Let's do this. So it's going to be a 7 by 6. Bang. There you go. Now it looks better. So 7 by 6 with dirt, grass that you silk touched. Do the exact same thing on the top level right here. So this level right here. Right there. And then right there. There's going to be 3 on each side. You know what? Nix that, because once you're done this, guys, you're going to actually seal it up. This is going to be closed off now. And again, close it off as you go because that'll stop mobs from ruining your day. And then let me take that back. Let me switch up what I just told you. We're going to be able to get another level in here. Is all you want to have, guys, basically is two spaces between each level. So you're going to want to put another one here. There's going to be another one. Let's grab my iron. There. There's going to be another one. Right there. Let's put the dirt there. Right there. And then there's going to be another one on the first layer of the empty space up there. And then we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. So don't be too scared about this. You know what? Get it going. If you didn't, just do your best to follow this procedure that I made right here. I'm really working on compacting it. Notice how everything's squished right in. I don't want to make too much space and go with it. When I come back, guys, I'm going to get it done. And when I come back, guys, I'll go over everything exactly. I'll put some scaffolding up on the side. You'll have a lot of chances to see and measure different distances. But this is pretty much the big haul of work. Get your obsidian ready. You're going to need a ton of it. And be careful, but as you can see, this is pretty much how it's going to look on the inside when you're done. Again, it doesn't matter what stone you use cobblestone, use whatever you want for this, but as far as the outsides here go, you have no choice. You have to get silk touch grass. You're going to need some glowstone, and this is going to be your little friendly animal spawning platform. Again, I've compacted this nice. I really think that this will provide like 50 nether portals is enough. I don't need to put any more on the top. We got enough. For me, gold farm everywhere. So I just wanted to add this in because it's the God Grinder, and I want to make sure it has everything. Again, we already gave up on the ender pearls because of the lack of efficiency. But there you go. So get that done, guys. Don't forget that you want to put your gates on the side of this, and keep that going all the way around, as well as on your nether portals. Like I said too, personally, I won't be lighting my nether portals till the end. You don't need that. Last thing you need is going in the nether portal and coming out somewhere else. Who knows? But on that note, guys, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to come back and give you a good explanation on how I did it. And we did that. So, guys, don't be fooled by the time lapse. This took me days to complete. It was a real pain in the butt. So I'm just going to give you a little elevated view now. I had to redo the scaffolding. It took me a good couple hours just to get rid of all the scaffolding that I used, and then put new ones and whatever. So as you can see, this is the corner view. It's going to show you everything. So long story short, you're going to see your floor right there, and that's going to be even with your obsidian. Basically the whole entire inside of the 3 different mob spawner squares are going to be 2 obsidian and then 1 extra obsidian on top. So that's basically this cut right here is going to show you everything. On the nether portals, guys, you're going to see that I did put half slabs. You don't want any mobs spawning up there. And I'm going to show you one other thing too. This thing is going to take forever. On the last obsidian, on the last nether portal here, you're going to see right here, I did put 1 extra block plus the half slabs, because if and when friendly mobs do spawn here, I do not want them walking on top of a nether portal and staying there. That said, it could not be perfectly efficient. We'll find out at the end, but I'm thinking there's a chance that some friendly mobs could fall in and walk at another portal. Don't forget, these grass things on the side are 6 wide, 7 long. Very straightforward, very easy. This image right here, just screenshot it, guys. If you have a problem, this is a symmetrical build. So just by looking at this, you should see everything that you need to do after me showing you the inside. And then the other thing I'm going to address with you guys before we even get into it, I'm going to tell you right now, the friendly mob platforms are there just for bare use. Mobs, usually it's very rare for a mob to spawn anywhere in the chunk that you're in. If you're already in a rendered chunk, it's very rare. So these platforms are just for, like, since you're going to be coming and going and hanging out, you're going to see a lot of, you're not going to really see a lot of flow of mobs, of friendly mobs. They're there just because it is a god grinder and I want to have everything in there. So don't think that you're going to stand here and watch them spawn. They definitely won't spawn. If you're looking at the platform, a friendly mob won't spawn. That's part of their mob rules. I really did look a lot into friendly mob spawning rules. So what we're going to do right now is do something a little quicker. Not quicker, but me explaining it is a little quicker. So I have a new type of scaffolding that I made here. Oh, that's our first problem. I hope I have a bow. See, I knew this was going to be a problem. What we're going to go do is, I should have did it a long time ago, but I wanted to tell you guys about it. Okay, that's good. So don't hit the pigman. I'm going to tell you right now, the first error that you're going to make is hitting a pigman right now. We're going to go over there and fill. It's only a 4 square. We're going to go fill it with glass. We don't want mobs coming out on us now. We're going to be spending the rest of our time fiddling with this. Wow. And there you go. So now we don't have a problem with mobs anymore. That's pretty good. I'm just going to make a little bit of scaffolding around here so we can start building. And notice when I made my scaffolding, I made a few different platforms here because you're going to want to basically build down. So the first thing that we're going to do here is, yeah, you guys just stay up there. There's two things that I'm going to leave you with. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is basically the first step is going to be, we're going to want to encase this whole outside in a box. So for you guys, you can use cobblestone, you can use any stone you want. For me, I'm going to use glass. I got lots. I have tons of deserts that I've ripped open. So basically this box, the secret behind this box is very simple. And I'm just going to tell you about it first. And then once we've built this box, it's actually going to be easier to build some of the other stuff. So let me, I'm crouched right now, so that's good. We want this box to go one past these. So I'm just going to line it out with this. We want a hole of one. And then we want, I'm putting glass, you guys put whatever you want. Glass wise, guys, you're looking at what we're going to do is basically what we're doing right here is we're bringing out, we're going to put a wall around this entire thing so that everything that falls is going to fall straight down. And for me, I'm using glass. You guys use whatever you want. And it's going to go, and I want them to have a space of 2 to float by. However, it doesn't, this is already going to clear as it is. And then the thing is, they don't need to go past this indent for mine. So basically what I'm going to want to do is make sure that there's, I'm going to do it this way, just like we did here. 3 down and then in. And then a floor. So on that note, this is the easy part of this one, is you're going to go and basically make sure it goes out, and then what you're going to do is go as up high as you have to the top platform up there, and then put a half slab on it. I don't even have half slabs. I'm pretty sure I have them in my chest over here. Let's check. Please have half slabs. Yes, I do. So perfect. So that said, once you're done that, we're going to come back and we're going to start working on the middle. This is going to go 7 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we are going to do something to kill them off right away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as you can see, this glass box for me, or cobble for you, or whatever you want, is just going to go one past. And then we're going to do this, guys, all the way around in a square, around the whole thing. So like I said, man, you're looking at a couple thousand blocks, probably, give or take, just for this box. So like I said, for me, it's going to be glass because I like the way it looks, and I'm balling out of control. For you guys, it could be whatever, but once you're done that, you could get rid of this scaffolding under it and just make it so you have an entrance into it, because then we're going to be fiddling in the middle, and this is going to be the more detailed part of the tutorial. But on that note, guys, you should feel accomplished, but I know the video doesn't warrant it, but this was literally almost a week it took me to do all this stuff. I didn't really get too much help, because I'm kind of working on finer details, and when I'm working on something bulk, it's easier. So long story short, glass for me, for you, whatever you want, 7 long underneath, because we're going to add something at the end for the water, and all the way up to the top with a half slab on top of it, as long as nothing can walk off of any of this stuff. And then that will be the first system that's going to sort out everything from the sides, and then we'll start working on the middle. So I'm going to get that done, and I'll jump back to you guys in a sec. Okay, so as you can see, we have built the box, so it goes right up. The one thing you're going to notice that we changed up here is I brought it out 6, and then I used that last piece of glass to bring a nice little under rim of 3. So again, you can make that out of glass, you can make that out of any stone you want, as long as it's a solid block. Well, it doesn't even have to be a solid block, it just needs to be able to hold the sand and the hoppers. So that's it. 6 on the bottom in. It goes 1 beyond these things right here, and then I use the last one to put a lip of 3. So once you do that, guys, you're gonna see, I hope I can still get down here. As you can see in the center, I have a chest in the middle too, lined right up with my little ledge right here. You can see that don't hit any of these pigmen. You are going to have a world of hurt if you hit these pigmen. They'll be gone soon. Once we do this, the pigmen will be bye-bye. And then you can see that I put a chest right under the third rim right there. And that said, what we're going to do right here is you can see where it sticks out. We're going to start our hopper train. In the past, I've used different methods, but honestly, I like cactus. I know it's not the most 100% efficient, but these hoppers suck it up pretty quick. And honestly, this thing's just going to be sucking gold all the time. So let's just go ahead and crouch place a hopper in here. And then let's crouch place a hopper into there as well. And then crouch place a hopper into there. So now we got our main setup. So ultimately all of this love is going to be going into this chest right here. Again, we're going to work on something to separate it probably on its way down to our platform. But this is going to be like the access point. And then what you're going to do is go around and zigzag sand. Zigzag sand. And again, you're going to have an uneven corner. One corner is going to be right on the corner, one corner is going to be zigzag, and this is where you lose a little efficiency. I believe this corner right here, probably you might, once these cactuses grow, you might get a few of these pigmen landing on it, but whatever, man. Honestly, one gold nugget, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. So get out of my way, bro. I'm not gonna hit. Maybe I should hit one of them and show you guys what happens, what kind of mayhem will ensue. And then zigzag it around, go around and do this. I'm not gonna waste everybody's time, but ultimately, once you zigzag it like that, you're gonna put cactus on them. That's gonna be the key. They'll grow on their own, guys. This is gonna be quite the mini little cactus farm. The one other thing that I'm gonna show you is that what you're gonna go do is, this is your access point now, so we'll go ahead and put this here. Again, if you really wanted to, these are unnecessary. You could get rid of these. These could be drilled out. I'm going to do it because I want it to look cool, but I think there's a chest under this one. Yeah, so you leave that one there. As long as the cactus gets held up. So long story short also is what you're going to want to do is put yourself a hopper into this guy. And now that's your access point. And then what you do is rim the outside with hoppers in a complete circle. So on this side, you're going to go this way. And on the other side, you're going to go the other way. Get ready. You're going to need a lot of hoppers, a couple hundred. Like I said, this ain't amateur hours, so get going. And then what you're going to do is actually, just to finish this build up, is every little crevice in between. Every little crevice in between. Again, you don't necessarily even need these blocks here. I'm just going to keep them there. What you're going to do is, this is already going to be a pain in the butt for me. I'm going to have to get rid of those. But maybe even before you put the cactus, go in here and then crouch place these ones into these ones. And there you go. Go around and do that. Place the cactus, and when we come back, we're going to do some water placement, guys. Again, it's going pretty smooth. At this point in time, once we're done this, guys, once we put the water in, that means we got gold nuggets. We got, as little as we do get, we're going to get cows, we're going to get chicken, we're going to get all kinds of stuff. All of it's going to go to this chest and become just go all the way down to our platform down there, and it'll just be there for us. Again, that's what I like about this build, is just, you're going to be here anyway. So might as well get it done. Once that's done, we'll get rid of all these pigmen. They'll stop jumping around like idiots. And we'll place some water after this, and then we're going to have some fun and start working with the other 3 types of mobs that are left in this grinder. Look, this guy doesn't even need water. He's just going to kill himself anyway. Okay, guys, I'll meet you back in a quick cut. Okay, guys, we're back. So we started the water flow. We got our hoppers all looking good going into the cactus. You know, this is going to eventually turn out pretty good. The one thing is, too, we're not going to have too much cactus clogging up our joint because the cactus grows 3 high and there's nothing to knock it off. I think maybe we'll get a little bit when it gets up to the roof there. No, maybe not. So there'll be no cactus, just a nice solid wall. So before we do this, we're going to finish off the water source. So once we do this, we're going to be ready to clear out of here. I'll be happy with that. I made so make sure you leave yourself an exit. Don't just block yourself in, and I have a little platform there. That's where everything's going to go right there. So let's do this. So if you've watched a lot of my videos in the past, you know that I've always told people to silk touch ice, and then you can carry around water buckets like this. So this is easier. 64 water buckets in 1 block. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you put these things of 9 up here. So the one if inefficient thing right here is you're gonna see we're gonna have one unguarded hopper, I think, somewhere around here, wherever the corner goes. So what we're gonna do is put a block up here. And what we're going to do is after we bust that block, we're going to delete all of these underneath. This is so that it doesn't create source blocks right across the way. As well as we are going to put a block right there, there. And then let's just jump up and go around and finish this process off. Hopefully I have enough ice. I'm thinking I do. But I'll be happy to get out of here. I've been messing around up here too long. Either way, we're not going too far, but as you can see, we've done this. So first things first, let's go to this side and bust that guy. Let's bust this guy just to start the flow, and then get rid of these guys right here. And there you go. So as you see, we're going to have that one hopper over there that's not going to make it. Honestly, if anything touches something there, then it's going to make it. At this point in time, efficiency wise, like I said, this thing is super epic, man. You'll be like, oh, I missed 2 nuggets today. It's not even worth the argument. Just make this. Let's get out of here. We're going to be good. I saw a few animals actually. There's a cow up there. Look at that. 3 cows. So I'm happy with that. Actually, I was starting to wonder about the value of those platforms, but honestly, guys, that's what this is. This is just going to be a platform. This is a grinder, God grinder. It's gonna have everything in it. Why wait? You know, at the end of the day, see, oh, there's a block there. I was like, why isn't the water moving? Water's been acting really weird in Minecraft for me lately, man. It's real hard. I'm glad that this doesn't have any redstone mechanics behind it, or else we would have a lot of source block problems. Okay, so we're gonna get out through here. That's our goal. And then we're gonna place a few more cactus. Yeah, we'll be able to do that. So hopefully we don't die while we're doing it. And let's get out of here. So let's see if we can't. Perfect. So we're here. Cactus. And then watch this. This is a back jump cactus place. I don't know if it's gonna work, but yeah, there goes that idea. But I'm just gonna jump up here, put that last cactus in, and then we can start the next step. Perfecto. So now we got everything we need. We got pigmen are dying. That's good. Once these are all built up, we're gonna be good to go. Thank God. I'm happy to be out of there. That was quite the hullabaloo, man. That was a good week and a half, man. So let's start this process. I got signs and glass is what you're gonna need next. And let's get going. So, oh, what did I fall in? Oh, it's because of the ledge. So, what you're going to want to do here, guys, is I'm going to actually take this down just below this because we don't want to mess around with this. This is going to be nice. I might even throw a few pieces of glowstone in that mix right there. You know, that won't hurt. Right there in each of those corners, kind of light up the interior. But let's go up here. I shouldn't have jumped down. That was my error number 1. So what you're gonna do here, guys, is gonna get to this middle. Wow, look at all the mobs in there. So what you need here, guys, is 6 blocks. That's what you're gonna want, is 6 blocks coming out of this. I'm going to start with, let's start with, you know what? Let's just build around. Let's build this down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make, for this process, I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to make a bunch of new scaffolding because we're going to start building down now, guys, which is often a lot harder. So what you're going to want to do is take these 4, I'm going to bring them down because I don't want to run into this. So we're going to bring them down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to go ahead and create this tube around here. And I'm going to bring it 5 down like this. And once I have that, I'm going to come back, we'll have a new scaffolding, and we're going to start the next process, and then perhaps we can see just exactly what's coming into that chest there. Let's just get rid of this unnecessary, unnecessary, unnecessary. No, you are necessary. I know these ones are going to be a pain in the butt. Wonder if I can aim through there. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna bring this down right here, 5 blocks, and then we're gonna start. I'm gonna make a new scaffolding for us, get some stuff, and then we're gonna start separating these bad boys. Next step, separate spiders. En route. Check you next one. Okay, guys. So we got a lot of this stuff done-ish. So I have to kind of timeline. Look, we got all these pigmen dying nice and quick. The cactus grew. I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to just jump over here and show you a few things that I've done. So ultimately, guys, this chest, I just ran hoppers down. Right down to our platform to a chest. This is going to be kind of the gold mine. It just, whatever it is that isn't going to be a mob going down there is going to hit this thing right here. Go down. We do have a few animal things in there again. We're getting tons of pigmen, and it's working really good. I'm actually happy with the way that I did that. Let's go over here and finish off this mob locator here. It's pretty straightforward. I built it ahead of time. I didn't want to take forever, so let's go over here and I'll show you exactly what this is. So guys, basically, first things first, you might want to put a few glass blocks in there. Save you a little trouble while you're doing this, because this is pretty hectic. So let's go let's go down right here. So as you can see, basically, this is the simple way to do it to separate the spiders. This is spider separation, easy. 4 blocks, they go down to a 2x2 room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a water block, source block in the corner, and then take a hole in the side that's 2. So now all of our mobs can get out of here. The next way that you do it is what you do is you make another 2x2 room right here, and you put signs right there and there. I think I can show it. You guys understand. As you can see, this is going to be a 2x2, and the water is a 2x2. The signs right there, the one thing you're going to notice here is that the entrance into the signs here, it's only 1 high right there. That's going to separate all of your spiders. The spiders are going to come down. Some of them are going to climb up and down the glass like a bunch of dummies, but eventually, as soon as they hit this water, they're going to be squeezed under that 1 high block. They are the only mobs that fit. So eventually, once they go there, they're going to go and they're going to fall all the way to wherever. So for this build, I've decided to kill them. They are a pain in the ass. They're not worth any more than any other mob XP-wise. So what I'm going to do is just put a nice kill station. I'm going to use some cactus. Why not? The way I did it on the second revamp of this worked really good. So what I'm going to do is maybe make them drop a little bit, and then what I'll do is put a little kill station, and I'm going to send some hoppers over to this line here and just add some string to the item frames down there that shows all the different things that this thing collects, and then we're going to be left with creepers, skellies, and zombies. So that said, what you do out of this one here, guys, is as soon as you get out of this door, leave yourself the space to drop it down 1. So let's just go down. See what we did right here? As soon as you come out of the 4x4, you're going to take a door of 2 right here. They're going to come out. They're going to drop down 1. And then let this ride. What I do is I let this ride until it stops, and then I let it ride 1 more. And once we get to here, you're pretty good. I almost forgot. That would have been very not fun. So let it ride, and then let this come out to the end. So the one thing you're going to be able to do at this point in time is get ready with your glass. This is actually, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is 100% the hardest part of this whole build. I'm going to time lapse it, and you're just going to see me come back successful. But I can assure you that this is probably going to take the longest out of everything. So with this one right here, just grab yourself. I'm just going to block it off for now. When we come back, I'm going to show you that we could... do I have any wood? I have some wood. You know what? Let's just make what we need here. I don't want to skip by any important stuff. We'll use those leads later. Let's go in here. And let's make us a sign. Perfect. So the easy way to look at this one is sign right there. Bang. So hopefully in a perfect world, guys, you're going to have the skellies are going to go here. Again, this isn't going to be 100% effective, but it is going to be very effective. As well as once you get here, this platform can be pretty much any size, but I'm going to show you how to fill it in. First things first, guys, trapdoors. Both sides. Bring them up. And then do the same thing on this side right here. Two more. So what we're going to want here, guys, is we're going to want the creepers to come in this direction. So to get the creepers to come in this direction, we are going to put some tamed cats over there. That's going to draw the creepers to come in this direction, as well as, living on the edge here today, as well as over here, guys, we are going to put a villager. A villager here will get the zombies to come here. So let's just get these trapdoors in. Again, the trapdoors will help everybody think that there's a floor there, fall in, and do whatever you want with them. So let's just get these done, and I'll show you how to set up your little villager spot. So for my uses, guys, I'm going to use 2 villagers. I don't mind. It is a bit of a pain in the ass. I already have 1 villager down there saved up in a minecart, so it's going to be pretty easy. I might change my story. You know what? If I have a real hard time, then I might. So what I'm going to do just for that purpose here is I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready. Again, when you're moving your cats up here, that is going to be one of the hardest things that you're going to do. Use leads. Do what you got to do to get them up here, but for my purposes, what I'm going to do is, again, keep your area lit. You don't need any zombies spawning here, but I'm thinking a villager right here would be a good idea. You know what? I'm going to do one. I'm not even going to mess around with this. So let's get rid of this. Let's crouch, and let's do this. And then let's just make a little home for the villager. The villager is going to live right here. Perfect. So what you're going to do is bring your villager in here. You can actually just use a half slab right here, and then you'll be safe. They'll be safe from anything bothering them. Bang. So we got a home for the villagers. The villager right here. If you want to put 2, put 2. I feel safe about putting 1. And then, you know, you could always close this off. Is always a good idea. I'm going to close it off, and I'm going to put a little more light. Maybe I'll use some glowstone. Let's put some glowstone right here. Again, you want to make sure if it's, at the end of the day, this villager is safe. A zombie, even if it spawns here, is not going to do any damage because they can't actually get the villager in there. And then the other thing is you're going to want to make sure that you put a wall right here. On that note, I like to leave. I really feel that it's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea to leave this space empty. Why would it do that? You know what? Leave that one there, and then right here. So I like to put a cat right in there. That way you know the creepers spot them when they come out. Put this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. Perfect. Then I think I'll throw me a little bit of light up in here. And there you go. So I'm just going to open these so I can get by. And as you can see, we have pretty much ready to go. What I would do, guys, is get your leads and go get your cats. You got to tame some ocelots. Like I said, this process is going to take me getting 3. I would say 3 cats is a good idea. 1 here, 1 there. It will take a long time, guys. Just get ready to suck it up, and that'll be one of the longest processes that you're going to do in this game. I have prepared a little bit, and I have friends who can help me, but Get your leads, get a villager in there. Again, if you have to, when you're bringing the cats up, I've done this before, you're just going to want to close these. This will make your life a lot easier. Sit them down and then push them into the spot you want. But as of this moment, you've just separated your zombies, and your skellies should go straight, because the creepers are going to go over here. So the other thing that I'm going to tell you about is creepers will run away from cats, but they will only run away when they have somewhere to run to. So if you were to just make this one wide on the other side, creepers wouldn't run there. They wouldn't justify that. You have to make it like this wide at least. I would say pretty close to this wide. Let's just get... I just don't like the way that these torches look. I want to make it look nicer. Build this wall up too, because sometimes they'll get stuck here and they will walk on the kitty corner here. So just build this wall up right here. That looks good. So that said, creepers are going to come here running away from the cats. The villager's going to be over here. And this does good, man. Really, it'll separate maybe like... with only like a 5% margin of error, which is okay. I definitely don't mind that. That's not that bad. It's pretty good anyway. This is just scaffolding here, guys, so don't mind me. This is how I'm going to get down. I think what we'll do is put another one here. Again, you just want to make sure 100% that mobs do not spawn. You're going to want this one to come up here. And there you go. So once this is done, again, we'll have to work on some finer details at the end. But as it stands, you know what I'm going to do? I should have just put these in there in the first place. And then we're going to walk back here, because that's how I'm going to get down. So as it stands, guys, 3 cats, one in that hole, one over there, one over there. Villager in that spot right there. And the skellies are going to go through there. So that said, we got most of this out of the way. Where did this guy even come from? What the frick? And he's sitting? I don't understand. He can hang. That's fine. And on here, you know what? I'm just gonna bust this out. You don't really want this. And again, so from this point on, actually, we're gonna bring our tubes up. We're gonna bring them up from the bottom. That way, we can count out some blocks. Let that happen. Let's just throw one more light right here. So perfect. So that said, everything should work. What the heck? How did he die? Wow, that must be some weird glitch. So on that note, we're good. I'm gonna go get those things done. Believe me, it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna start destroying this scaffolding. When we want to open up this grinder, once I have a few things made, I'll just make a whole new row of blocks up here, and then we'll just jump back up. Let me get this done. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to make a quick spider killer right here. I think that'll be probably the easiest thing. I'm going to make a quick spider killer, maybe bring them down like 5 or 6 blocks. I don't know, something like that. I'll show you when I get back. It's just going to involve water, hoppers, you know, that sort of thing. And when I'm done that, I'll show you what I did, and I'll just basically connect those hoppers to that line right there. And then when I meet you, we're probably going to be starting on the platform down there to start getting some killing going on and that sort of stuff. So I'll jump back and be back with you guys in a few seconds. So here we are, guys. That was hell. I can't even tell you, that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Even the two I did before weren't that hard, but this one here, let's start this up. So basically, we're about to come down from all this mess. This is ready to go. I did a little auto kill chamber for the spiders. Basically, just brought the 4 blocks down to 4 signs, some lava, some hoppers underneath. Very simple. Just make sure that you're at least like 3 blocks down from the signs. Once they go down there, they die. The string goes into the hoppers, and the hoppers go over to the other hopper system that's coming down from that chest anyway with all the other stuff. I threw some half slabs on the top. That way mobs don't spawn from there. So that was the easy part. The hard part was getting those dang cats up here. Holy cow. Because I'm standing here, they're not going to really spawn too much, but we will get some. I know it works because I've already kind of tested it out. Let's see. We'll get some more in there. So basically, I have 2 cats. I can't get a third. No way, no how. That was living hell. That villager's gonna be safe. No matter what, nothing is gonna spawn right over there. There's too much light. I'm pretty sure. You know what? Is there any mobs coming? No mobs. Let's just go throw one more thing of light over there. I'll just be safe. You know, why not? Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. There we go. We'll put that guy right there. And there we go. Perfect. So, as it stands, guys, this is going to separate your mobs. Let's get out of the way here so they don't spot us. Zombie goes towards the villager, falls down. Pretty straightforward stuff. Let's make sure the creeper does what it's supposed to do. Again, if they spot you, that changes everything. So stay out of their line of sight. If they see you, they're going to follow you over, and other than listening to the cat and running the other way. But that said, let's go over here and just make sure. But generally, you're going to get a good productivity to this. You know, there's always going to be a couple skellies that get kind of stuck up in there. They'll come down eventually. They'll fall down one of the holes. But in a perfect world, our creeper here sees the cats. Oh shit, there's a cat. Better go later. So good. So we got them separated. Let's get out of here now. We're not going to come back here. We are leaving. So let's do this and get the heck out of Dodge. That was, like I said, guys, don't be fooled by this little time lapse here. That was almost a day. I would have to say that was almost a full day to get those cats up there. It's not even messing around. So go for it, guys. I love it because I know a lot of people are going to try to build this, and it's taken me, I mean, this is already going to be probably one of the longest videos I've ever made, but in turn, it actually is much longer than it even seems. So everything's separated good. Now I just pretty much made these tubes 22 down. So that said, if you want to find a way to soften them, you could do something like say on our Enderman farm, or an Enderman farm style, or even like a Wither skeleton style, where it just puts some pressure plates and pushes them. For my purposes, though, I'm not really going to do that. Actually, I'm not too worried about it because I'm just going to keep them here. I want to do this more for show. This is more for show, and I just want to be able to segregate them. So we're going to have creepers, skellies, zombies. As of now, you can see right here, I just made this little platform quick. Make sure it's nice and lit up. As it stands, this is all the items that are going to come into this chest here. So let's check it out. And there we go. These are all the different things that you're going to get. String, wool, all of this stuff. Like I said, I've been doing this a while. Only 3 chicken, 3 feathers, 4 beef, 2 wool. So it's not exactly thumping like for those things. But you know what? Not bad. As far as God Grinder goes, again, this is just all about kind of overdoing it. So you're going to have the 3 mobs right here. Whichever one you want, you kill, you get the stuff. And all this stuff is just going to come here while you're here, which is pretty handy. You know, you got food, you got all that stuff. So the one thing I'm going to do is, notice I'm not using obsidian. That's because these creepers are not going to spot you. As you see how I've built these little areas, the creepers are going to fall in, and their heads are going to be up here. They're never going to see you. I'm pretty sure it'll be impossible for them to see you unless you step in here. And even then, I'm not sure that they could. So I think maybe we can even just do this, and then I'm pretty sure you're not going to ever be spotted by any of these mobs. So let's go up here and let's get this going. So at this point in time, guys, that's 22 blocks. So if you want to hurt them and get them hurt, basically what you're going to do is put some sort of crusher system in there. It's already stupid night, so let's get over there and I'll show you a little something. I'm not gonna actually do it for my purposes. Like I said, I'm showing off right now. I just want to have the mobs displayed here, and if you want to kill them, you kill them. But what you're gonna end up doing here is, oh man, it's gonna be my luck. A mob's gonna spawn right here. Let's go. Oh, they're gonna fall right on my head, aren't they? Oh, that's silly. I hope there's one right there. So stay back. You know, don't get too close if a creeper lands right on that one. So ultimately, the witches will default to where the skeletons go because they have no reason to run. I'm sure if you really wanted to go balls to the wall and make it, I'm thinking you could get the witches. It would be really hard to separate. I think it would involve a snow golem. And again, I'm already happy with these three as it stands. So what you're going to want to do with this, guys, is, yeah, thank God it's daylight. I'm going to block this off for now. I don't want a creeper falling on my head. Okay, hold on one sec. Let's go. Okay, so if you're going to put a crusher, you're going to put something like a whole bunch of pressure plates in a straight line to a piston that's going to knock them off. Similar to an Enderman farm or something that I did with my Wither skeleton farm. For me, I'm just collecting them. I don't care. I don't want them crushed. If you want to put, you could just put a lever with a piston back here if you wanted to. It could be all kinds of things. I potentially see danger for sure. Okay, so let's do this. So basically, I'm just going to show you one here. Let's go. Yep, I can see this being a problem already. So what you're going to do is you see your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, your blocks, your 8. Yep, this is going to be 8. See, a creeper just went down the wrong hole over there. That's okay. So what you want to do is basically make a floor to this bad boy. I'm going to show you right here. Make a floor to this bad boy and then simply place one source block of water in the corner. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually do one right here. I'm going to go block the hole because this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. And then when I come back, we're going to be here and I'm going to show you just how I'm bringing them all up. It's very straightforward, guys. Once you put the water source block in here, they're all just going to end up to a tube. A tube's going to go to their respective hole and then it should be good. So I'm going to go do that. And then when I come back, I'll show you exactly how I did it. But long story short, this big hole here is going to get one source block in the back corner. On the far right side, I'm going to put it in the far right corner, and long story short, we're going to have 3 tubes going to those 3 holes. It's going to be Christmas, champagne will fall from the heavens, and we're going to be living it up. So I'll be right back, guys, once I got that done, and I'm going to block that hole up there just because, you know, maybe I'll block the hole. We'll see. I'll be back anyway, so I'll check you in a sec. Okay, guys, so I jumped on in here. I'm going to jump back in. I'm going to show you kind of the fastest way to do this that works good. So the best way to do this is to build 8 blocks back, water source wise, from each hole. To build it a little bit backwards, it's going to help you out. Then everything's going to fall in the hole nice and easy without any problem. And then when it comes to the sides here, there's no real, you don't have to do it a certain way. I'm going to show you a little bit. So as you can see here, basically, I just put a source block of water in the back corner, and then it comes out to the front to a hole for a door of 2. On that note, it's only going to go, depending on how exact your measurements are, just keep zigzagging down until the water source actually joins this one here. That's pretty much it. I just went down one, brought it right in. It's pretty straightforward. And then what you're going to do is just close this bad boy up. Close it up, close it up, close it up. Let's go over here. Close it up and then bring them to the front. In the front, you're going to want to leave a little leeway space. I would say you're going to want at least 2. I think for my purposes here, what I will do is I went up and closed that hole. There was no way. I had creepers hanging out. Then they started going over here and walking across these. But ultimately, you want to keep them nice and separate. And then you're going to leave a space of 2 for all these dum-dums to get in. Do this. And you're good. Fill this up. I'm just going to do it with you guys. I thought it would be a little bit vague if I just did this, but ultimately, as long as the water source goes, we're going to have enough of this stuff going. and do that. So I'm going to do a little bit of love. I'm going to close these up and finish it. Again, it's actually much easier with regards to the skeletons as they have a single hole. So all you got to do is take a source block of water and it's going to come straight into this zigzag up. And then at the end of the day, seal it up, man. Seal it up and they're all going to go. I'm going to go do that. And I'm going to meet you back with some item frames so we can pretty up our little area here and see how that works for us. And then we could test it out. Again, we'll check out our different, the different powers that we have going here. But I'll be right back, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. And there you go, guys. So I did it. I think I'm pretty much done. I think this is going to be the end of this video right here. The mobs are separating good, you know. I've seen a couple intermixed in, but I pretty much just finished up this area here with a little item frame for all the different things you could get. So ultimately, just by hanging out here, you can attain all of these stuffs. These things right here, these are just going to come automatically, and they don't provide too fast. So the string's going to come pretty quick. 8, I just made that other part, but as far as cows and stuff go, this is going really slow. I think that I think as far as cows goes and stuff, they come super slow. You're gonna see ultimately, I don't know, I've been looking at Wikipedia mob spawning rules, and I think they'll ultimately only end up actually spawning on the top row of grass. I think they default in, but again, at the end of the day, I just wanted to go a little over the top on this one. Long story short, all this stuff, all these item frames, guys, is all the different things you could get. I'm gonna go through and kill a few. See, there was one creeper mixed up in there, but one out of all those is not that bad. And long story short, now you guys know how to separate the mobs, which is pretty much the goal to this one. And you kind of have all in one spot right here. So we'll just kill these off. Again, you could go a little bit further on this one if you really wanted to and add just a little bit of a drop damage area there. But honestly, I just wanted a nice place where I could kind of show off and be like, look. So you're going to score some witches in here. So you're going to want a little extra chest here to put a little bit of that other stuff in. And always throw a bed. You know, I'll probably throw a furnace in here too. So that way I can cook up some of this stuff. But at the end of the day, there you go, guys. This took me forever, so I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, make it your own, you know, like add a little bit of this, a little bit of that in there, do what you want to do to it, and perfect it. But at some point in time, it just got so excessive. I think I just got a little bit, it just got too out of control. We'll leave the creepers there. There was other things, you know, I'm going to kill some of these creepers. There was other stuff that you could do too, like little things. So I think maybe in the future, I'm going to do little add-on videos. So I was thinking that it would be a little excessive if I did it, but I wanted to throw a couple, you can put some auto food farms basically in the corners up there, you know, some like automatic melon farm, an automatic pumpkin farm, automatic sugarcane farm. You could just start filling that box in. So I think moving forward, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do add-on videos. God Grinder add-on #1, and I'll add melon farms in the corner over there on the glass, and then a pumpkin one. You know, I'll do a bunch of add-ons, and eventually you're just gonna be standing here, and it's just gonna have item frames for everything that you get, which will be a lot of stuff. I think on that note, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't hype it up too much, but at the end of the day, long story short, you're sorting your mobs now. Pretty straightforward stuff. If you could get your cats up there, go for it. That was the hardest part about this, but as you can see, guys, it works pretty good. I've done something to stop the spawning, so that's the one thing I did. Anytime you're using a grinder, guys, a mob grinder of any sort, just like those ones, whenever you have a problem where it hitches like this and it gets you a little bit kind of out of the loop, what you do is sleep. Always sleep will reset your kind of spawn up. But I just killed these all off, and I think probably at some sort of limit here. But there you go, guys. Don't forget to smash that like. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for some more tutorials and add-ons to the God Grinder. And I wonder if I can... Oh. And let's see what we're going to do next. But don't forget to share this video on social media with your friends as well. And we'll catch
world.